I used to approach girls on the street. Why should a guy approach a girl on the street? Because he clearly wants to date her. He approaches her because she's beautiful. The context is set there. Or when a guy randomly approaches a girl in the club, the context is set her. He does that because she's beautiful and he wants to see her again. So, I mean, what could it be else? Same thing for Tinder. So you meet girls through Tinder and it's a date because the context is given through Tinder. In social circle, it's different. And this is what I had to get used to too. The social circle environment is, hey, we are social together. And then you have to see and not be socially awkward how you can transition that very clearly to a date without calling it a date. And Ans already described a very good process here, how you can transition from having a female friend to a date without calling it a date. And you shouldn't do it. And all the girls I dated from our social interactions, I never said to them, hey, let's go on a date together. And this puts pressure. This puts pressure on her. And this is unnecessary because if you pre-qualify a girl beforehand, if she shows you compliance, if she laughs at your stupid jokes, she asks you questions, she wants to hang around you, she likes to spend time with you, it is already a sign that she likes to be around you, and you will feel, of course, the energy. If she flirts with you, if there's this man to woman energy, and then all it takes, and this is what I used to do, is to say something like, hey, wanna catch up next week for some drinks? Of course, you have to say it in a very flirty way and, of course, in the right moment. So that's one thing where pickup helped me a lot to have that social calibration, but it's quite easy to see because we humans, we feel those butterflies in the stomach. And when the right moment comes, then you can ask her very simply to just grab drinks. And then everyone knows it's like a date, but nobody wants to call it a date.
Just hanging out.
Just hanging out.
Just hanging around. Me just hanging around. Yeah, also, like for the guys who are, let's say, for me, let's say, cold approach was working, but was very inefficient, right? I was, good things happen. I don't have anything against cold approach. It's like, no, it's winter, but I'm like, what do I do? Like, should I like hit the streets? Like, in 1 hour, I might talk to 3 girls who are attractive. It's like very timely. It's very inefficient. I don't hate cold approach, right? It's a good skill to have because it's like like if you're good at it, it's like you're something, you're playing with the matrix. Like other guys that are on swiping on dating apps and like, but you are here, like taking the risk. Nothing against cold approach. It's just like not very time efficient. You don't, maybe you talk to like 20 girls and then go on a date with one or like even 10. It's like, but how long do you need to talk to 20 attractive girls?
Yes.
Right? And then it's like a lot of time. And in the same time, if you put, even like half an hour per week, and then you go out to a main event, you can have 20 girls come to that event. And like, even like if you connect with like 2 or 3 of them, it's like very timely efficient. And then you can plan dates for the next week or even make things happen the same evening. I think it's like from timely manner, social circle is still the main thing. And on dating apps, for example, dating apps never worked for me. When they worked for me, I started taking more risk, pushing the boundary in terms of sexualization. Now I'm banned on Match.com apps. If you're listening to this, Tinder, Bumble, please unban me. I would like to use your services, right? So they don't work for me. I get below average matches, even though I would say I have a killer profile. It just never works for me, right? The reason why I say killer profile, because when I tried recently my profile on Hinge, I was getting 300 matches in like 3 weeks, which was insane for me. I'm like, okay, this is normally how it should happen, but they never work for me. Even when I pay everything, do the boost thing, right? And I'm also now banned on Hinge. So I guess the only way for me, I'm kind of biased as well, is social circle. Because I mean, a guy, let's say, who was vertically challenged. We have a client. He is 158 centimeters, like 5'2" or something, 5'1", and he is making it work, man. Like he's dating very attractive girls. And a guy who is a bit older. So this works for everyone because it's like a social concept. The guys who are incredible at dating, the ones who never need a dating coach, it's because they met girls at the right place at the right time.
Yeah, that's right.
It's the same concept.
I mean, I still do a cold approach here and there when I see the opportunity. But remember those days where I was walking for hours through the inner city here in Munich, Germany. And Munich is the second or third biggest city here in Germany. So there are a lot of people in the inner city. And still, if you walk around, even in summer, cities full of people, it takes some time to see attractive girls. And these girls, they shouldn't be around any boyfriend, so they should be on their own. And then you should be at the right time, at the right place to talk to them. And then you spend hours in the inner city. And then not every of those girls will reply you in the end because, hey, they all have Instagram and all it takes is just one message from either me or Ans who invite them to some cool events. And all of a sudden they're, yeah, together with our other female friends at the club.
I tested it as well. Right? So I have a very killer ass profile on
Yeah.
Instagram, right? I should be able to. So I mean, I have gone on girls like dates with girls. I've dated girls just purely based on call DMing them, not doing anything else, right? But I've testing this, so I like tested it even like with profile like mine or yours, right? It still is not effective as inviting them to some shit,
Yeah.
right? So I did some split testing. I texted like 25 girls, and like just like I would say handful of them who are replying to me positively, getting men to women directly in call DMs, right? I would say there could be a way, but like, it becomes like a volume game. So when I invited them to a cool ass event, they started chasing me now. I'm like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah. Yeah.
This is not like long ago because I'm like, okay, I'm always testing where I'm at, right? So I'm thinking, okay, who call DMs them?